Brian Creasman, Superintendent of Fleming County Schools, with this week's Our Story video segment. We're back at Fleming County High School. I'm with senior leader Daniel Watkins, who's going to talk to you about all these great things happening here at Fleming County High School. Some things he's looking forward to as a senior, but also we're going to talk about the student council. So you're on the student council. Tell me some things going on with student council this year, Daniel.
Well, student council, a lot of it has just been adapting the programs we've been doing in past years to being able to do them in the new COVID-19 world that we're living in.
Right.
And then also adapting because we're split up in groups in student council, and like my group, we have 2 kids who are at home, but they're still allowed to be at student council even if they're not coming to school.
Right.
So just adapting to still being able to they can still do things at home, just like online Google Docs and on the Google Forms and stuff like that, but getting the things that they need done at school, having those like delegated down to freshmen and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting how the student council has really adapted to this COVID-19, those protocols, and it's still, you have students at home who are on the student council, but you guys still make sure that they log in, Zoom in, or whatever, and so that they can be part of the student council. So you're on the football team, you're captain of the football team. What does that mean, being a captain on the football team? Tell me what that means.
Well, it just means that you have to make sure this year, make sure everyone's following the guidelines, because we all want to have a senior season.
Right.
So to have that, you have to follow the rules that they've put in place. And so it's just making sure everybody follows that, and then also, making sure everyone's putting in work, because, freshmen and stuff, they probably aren't going to get to play varsity and play on Friday nights. Yeah. But you want there to be, after you leave, you still want there to be a successful football team. So making sure that they're putting in the effort and doing the steps that they need to take.
Yeah, Daniel, one of the things I think we really need to do a shout out to all student athletes, because you guys really set the model for other students throughout the district. You guys started back early, mid-June.
Yeah.
You guys were already having to do the protocols 2 months before other students were, and you guys really set the bar, not just for football players or basketball players, but really the student body as a whole. And that's a huge lift for all of us, and we appreciate that. So as a senior, what are you looking forward to?
Just looking forward to be able to go out and have a season with all the people that you've been playing with since you're in middle school. You start out, you're at different elementary schools, you're excited. In middle school, you get to come together. And now it's just like the last ride with all those guys that you've built bonds with over the years.
Yeah, one of the things, Daniel, you've played all these sports probably since kindergarten, maybe even preschool, all the way up to here. And it is very important. We learned from a lot last year. Those seniors, many of those seniors didn't get that season. So we're really stressing everyone to follow those protocols. Fans, make sure you're following the protocols so that the seniors have that chance. We're just early in the fall season. We want to make sure that we have a winter and a spring season for you guys. So the more we follow these protocols, I think the longer we have that possibility becomes, really possible for us.
Yeah.
One other thing, what has really shocked you about reopening?
Well, one, just that a lot of people have been following the rules well. I figured it'd be more of an issue having to have kids keep their mask on, but usually you look around, kids mostly have their mask on in class. It's not really been a big issue in any of the classes I've been in, and I think that's just where we have mask breaks and stuff like that. It's just been so well planned, the restart back, so it's been a lot more smooth than I would have thought it would have been.
Yeah, Daniel, you bring up a good point. So every class, every grade, K-12 has to go outdoors. At the high school, that's rare.
Yeah.
You guys stay in the... So what has that been like? We're telling you guys, we need you outdoors. We need you doing physical activity so that we give you a face covering. But what's that been like?
Well, it's just been, in years past, it's like you're just waiting till the end of the day because you get to go outside and finally get to go out and be able to stretch your legs and stuff. But now you're getting to go out every class. It's just a lot more open and a lot more inviting for someone. When you're coming back from summer, especially a long summer break like this, we haven't been in school for 6 months. It's not as much of a smack in the face to be stuck in a building like that.
That's right. And we've got to stress those face covering breaks because it is hard. There's no way any of us could be wearing these things for 8 hours a day. So we want you to come out, meet Daniel. He's going to places in life. We also want you to invite you to come out to the football game tomorrow night. Make sure that you're following those COVID-19 protocols. That is, you're going to have your temperature checked. You've got to social distance, stay with your household members. Make sure you're wearing a face covering. And also, as you go into the game, you're also going to practice hand hygiene. We also want you to come out, see all the great things happening in our school district, but make sure you call ahead. And until next time, our journey continues.